Roaches, floods, fire alarms, just to name a few. We have tried to work it out amicably, and unfortunately, the Warwick management does not know how to do this. We are glad to move out and wish we did not have this experience. And added
Roaches, floods, and fire alarms. I think that's.
Come on down to the Warwick. Roaches, floods, and fire alarms. Goddamn.
Out the
the
Warwick
Warwick.
and Silver Spring. Now, guys, to be honest, before we get to the thing, in my mind growing up, when I was thinking about Silver Spring, I was thinking about this is where the Silver Lakes, this is the cleanest, this is the crop of the crop. I want to move over there when I get older.
Yeah, that was
But
moving
apparently, this is stuff for the peasants are in Silver Spring. Say it ain't so. Now, before we get to it, how much do you guys think a 2-bedroom, 2-bath?
1875. I'm confident on this.
That's it.
How many baths?
2.
1875.
2-bedroom and 2 bathrooms?
Yep.
Thinking
4,
about
3,
2,200.
1.
Yeah, see, I did that last
Boop,
time.
boop, boop.
Not bad.
Not
That's
bad.
too good to be true.
That's not bad. It ain't. Yeah, they can get up in that joint and play that 2036 like a mother.
This would be red flag number 1.
Opposite. I used to drive the C4, the C2, or something like that. And I will always drive by the Warwick. And maybe 2 times a month, I will always see a pile of motherfucking furniture clothes out in the front.
Damn.
Someone always getting evicted out there.
Living at the Warwick was a terrible experience. I honestly wish I could speak more positively of my 2 years there, but there were so many issues and management was uncaring and unpleasant in general. The building itself is completely infested with roaches. They sprayed our apartments and floor multiple times and it did not fix the issue. On these occasions, we had to move all of our stuff from the kitchen so they could spray, which was a process in and of itself, and often came with short notice from the office. The fire alarms have gone off in the middle of the night with no fires at least a dozen times. That's every other month. Maintenance has entered our apartment on multiple occasions without telling us beforehand, and sometimes not even telling us afterwards. This is scary to know that they have the ability to just enter our space without our knowledge. The laundry machines are moldy and the system is faulty. Twice the machines have broken my preloaded card when my clothes were in the washer, meaning I was left with wet clothes and no way to dry them. The laundry card company takes 2 weeks to replace your card.
Dang.
The parking policies are a joke. Guest parking is limited, and the policy to get a pass for evening visitors is ridiculous. They run out of parking spots, even though you are guaranteed one in your lease, which is frustrating and problematic. Dang. In addition, my car was towed for being in its appropriate spot, and I had to pay to retrieve it. I was not informed it was towed. I just walked outside to find it missing, and the front desk attendant had to scramble through papers to try and find the towing notice.
Damn.
We re-signed our lease twice because they lost it. They also lost our intent to vacate form, and we had to bring them our own copy. The elevators break down often, and they sometimes shut down water for maintenance reasons with little or no warning. They divide the utilities based on the entire building. I'm writing this out of concern and disappointment with the way the Warwick apartments are being managed, especially by Jasmine in the office. Her attitude towards residents is consistently rude and unprofessional. She treats tenants with disrespect, even when they're simply trying to get help or ask questions. What's more troubling is the unethical behavior I've witnessed and have proof of. Jasmine has taken money from residents outside of official payments, accepting bribes to make things go away or give special treatment. She also buys drugs from someone who openly sells out of the complex.
Snitching. Dang, she's snitching. Leave Jasmine's dealer out of it.
It's shocking that someone like this is not only employed here, but in a position of power over tenants. The Warwick apartment should be ashamed to have someone like this representing their property. Residents deserve a safe, respectful, and honest place to live, not intimidation, side deals, and questionable behavior from the very people who are supposed to help us.
Hey, yo, Salt, what's that person's name? Salt, better watch out.
Yeah, Angie Martinez about to come get that ass.
So, yeah, she running things like that.
Look, I thought Silver Spring was the land of the Moving on up, but that shit trashy.
But neighbors are just throwing shit out of their balconies.
Look at that shit
Look at
there.
this.
That
This is
shit look
foul.
crazy.
That's
This is
I,
wild.
foul.
they just said fuck it. I couldn't stay Saturday morning. I wake up, with
These are
lights
I'm
on.
Amazon
wondering.
workers.
I'm wondering. Did somebody get evicted? Could that be?
Well, I would hope so. I would hope so with
Mold.
that doodoo on the ceiling.
So this is
Mm.
like some sort of
Doodoo on the ceiling.
doodle on this. Yeah. Oh no.
What is that? What is that on the ground?
Somebody rent through the Amazon packages.
They did. Look how beautiful
I
that
just thought
joint
that
is
was
on
the
the
recycles
outskirts.
from the. Look at the mail though.
Hey yo,
Don't drop
They
my
don't even
mail off
lock
in
the
my
mail.
box.
The mail slots.
Just keep my mail at the warehouse. I come
Hold
get
at
it.
the hold mail at the post office.
Yeah, hold
hey
my
yo.
shit. Don't put it in there.
This is
Why is
somebody's.
there mail in there?
Okay, check
That's
here, check
illegal.
there, check here.
That's a federal
Yeah,
violation right there.
What is
yeah.
she gonna
Like,
leave that? Where the postal workers at?
where's the evaluation at? Like, hey, this is not
Where's
Who's
supposed to
Jasmine
be.
at?
delivering mail to
Where's
this?
Jasmine?
The building could have been nice if the management wasn't horrible and did their job. Since the moment we have moved in, we have been strung along. During this time, we have lived through various construction noise without compensation, a 75% raise on utilities without proper explanation. It's because you're paying for the whole
Damn.
building, Lakey.
Yeah.
Um,
Damn.
Roaches, floods, fire alarms, just to name a few. We have tried to
Roaches,
work it out
floods, fire.
amicably, and unfortunately, the Warwick management does not know how to do this. We are glad to move out and wish we did not have this experience.
Roaches, floods, and fire alarms. That sounds it sound like you
So if we take
advertising.
350 and add it
Roaches,
Roaches,
to
floods,
floods,
and
and fire
fire.
alarms. I think that's.
Come on down to the Warwick. Roaches, floods, and fire alarms. God damn it.
If I can give negative, oh, I love that when somebody put. If I can get
Hell
negative
yeah.
stars, I would. This place is the worst, and I've suffered a great deal of property loss, credit damage, vandalism, pet injury, and just overall nightmare of an experience for the 2 months I've stayed here. Damn, she broke the lease after her
Yeah.
dog got the dog leg got broken.
Jeez.
Their rent is lower than market because there's always a catch. It's always a by the way.
Hey, we just called it. They
By
called
the
it.
way, you're gonna have to share your kitchen with Ralph.
Say what? What?
Unsafe environment, unclean premises, algae infested pool. Oh no.
Damn, you see it on the cover. They don't
You
look like that.
yo, I thought that the Enclave was bad, but the Warwick from the mice to the management, I think this is like the Enclave's ratchet cousin. Now,
Yeah.
now I'm working elevator freight, flooding in the hallways. How you going? Oh, flooding in the hallways.
Just random
Oh
flooding
no, they got broken glass.
everywhere. People pissing in the hallways, just don't care. Damn. Damn, look at Safe Flight. Yeah, give us some money now. We gave y'all some
Did y'all go over the
promotion.
utilities already?
Nah.
How much you said the rent was? Between 16 and 18?
1875.
No, what did the
1875.
what was it between
Oh my
B
God.
18, it was 16,
18,
70,
18, I
and
think it was like
20.
and
yeah.
16
20?
and
You
20.
add the 350 for the utilities, then I win because
They going right
you're
up.
paying
Yeah.
about 250 to 350 for utilities every month. So that's how much it costs to live there.
What if you
So I
don't
win
use the
again.
utilities? What if you don't
Thank
Bro,
use them Jones? What if
I
you turn the stove off and shit?
you're gonna be paying for somebody else's.
You use the grill. You use a little grill Jones out in the back.
Bro, I thought Silver Spring was white people just running around all safe,
Hell
energized.
no. Yeah. Nah, that's a lie. That whole shit is a lie.
Welcome to another episode of the Lord Show, Ish Talk TV, DMV, doing it how it's supposed to be. Hope you got some kush at the crib, some cat in the bed, and some cash in your pocket. What more can be said? Good morning to you. Just to let you know that school's up, school shopping. Get that money right. If you got to sleep with that old man, go ahead and do it.
Gee.
this my son's school just sent the email, they sent a message saying they sent the email, which they didn't send by the way, saying that they are going to be cracking down and enforcing those uniform codes.
Get your uniforms right. Make sure your phone is tucked away. I'm your host, B More, aka Princess Amunda. We got Leslie Olabisi, and we got Cool Kenny in the house. Make sure you leave us a like and a comment. It's free 99. Thank you guys for following us and liking all our shit. We appreciate it. We're looking for sponsors also. We're talking about the DC kids vandalizing everything, and we're talking about how terrible you have to be to steal at a cemetery. But let's get to it. It's Monday. Trump about to have his speech about DC and what he gonna do over the weekend. They had the Jump Out Boys coming out, grabbing people up and putting in one video they chained a little boy up like a little slave gang shit.
Group of 20 to 30 teens were caught on camera swarming the 24/7 Best Tobacco and Wireless. Those two things don't even go together. On the 1500 block of Bennett Road. That's over there by Heck and Jamal. Around 11:40 p.m. on Friday, they threw items in and outside of the store. When an employee tried to lock the door, teens pulled it open, damaging the door. Jeez, Zambalutis, look at that.
I mean, why?
The business has only been around for 2 months. Saturday morning, the next day, loyal customers like the neighbor Leona Hill stopped by to check in. Just came over here to see how they were doing because it's a nice store and the guys are nice here. There's no problems. So people just need to control their kids more. I'm sorry, Hill said. CVS closed. The Dollar Tree hasn't been open in some time. I don't even know if they might open back up, Hill said. At the beginning of July, the DC Council passed an expanded teen curfew law for the months of July and August. There is now a curfew starting at 11 p.m. every night for all minors. The law also allows the mayor to establish emergency juvenile curfews and the DC police chief to establish extended juvenile curfew zones. So the curfews aren't working because this happened at 11:40. Now what?
They did it on purpose.
They waited till 11 o'clock.
Yeah. The fact that this blows, man, because the fact that they can round up 20 to 30 individuals, you know what you could do with that? You can play a couple basketball games. You can put some money up. Hey, if you're going reckless, you could put some money up. Winner of the 4-team tournament, because it's 5 on the court. Winner of the 4-team tournament, get the bread. It's 6 teams because it's 30 of y'all stupid mother. I don't want to go there. But it's enough to put a pot up and go play a basketball game, girls and boys, or play some football. Do something constructive since you out there past your curfew. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
I
But
wonder
they
what's the ages on these teens. I'm
don't get
curious. Like, what's the
get they
exact ages and what's the ratio?
looking at the pictures. I'm gonna go 15, 16, 17. 15 to 17. It might be some 13s in there because that's little bro or little sis, but I'm going 15, 16, 17.
So you got
That
to go
sound
out.
like a
You got to go
meetup.
after the 17-year-old,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you got to target the 17-year-olds are who is empowering the rest
Them
of
the
them
leaders.
following behind.
Yeah, we gonna go to this store and fuck it up just cause. And so what now, y'all? Now you don't have a store to get your goodies from. Now what?
Now
What's the
what?
Just
solution?
tearing up stuff.
Yeah, what
Absorb it
kind
over
of
for two
game is
months.
that?
So let me ask you this: do you think that so let's say it's 25, it's in between 20 and 30. So do
Right.
you think with those 25 teenagers that their parents, like, where do you think their parents are? Do you think all of them have parents that work nights?
Nah, they at home smack or playing cards.
The
So
parents
you
are
think
home.
they
The parents are home getting cranked.
Yeah.
so
Getting their
you
back
think
blown.
that most of the parents are just allow the kids to be out of the house with no kind of discipline or restriction?
I
No,
think they
I think they gave up on their kids. I mean,
Yep.
there's too much friction at home, and the kids want to be grown, and the
Get the
mama
hell
want to
out.
have their own life.
Yeah. And she just praying every night that this Bama don't get shot.
And
So you guys are
Lord,
guessing
please,
that
Lord,
Yeah.
I can't stand them.
so you guys are guessing that you think it's probably that this is the parent and the teenagers are not getting along. They're not having a good
It's
relationship. Do
it's
you
it's
think
either
that's what's
this.
happening the most?
It's either this. They ended up befriending the Bama since birth, and they roll like friends instead of mother son or mother father son daughter. You know, most of these kids in single parent households. I hate to say it, but it's a fact. So with that being said, they're fighting moms. Moms is supposed to giving him the title of, oh, you the man of the house. So don't want that stress. These youngins ain't like the old generation that, because I was a single, single parent household. I felt like I was the man of the household, especially when my brothers left. So I felt like I had a responsibility. These Bammers don't have responsibilities no more because the mom and dad was like, yo, you either gonna be in jail or dead. They gave them that warning. They frustrated now. They over it.
I don't know what to say.
They left him out there, and this is why Trump gonna pull a
And,
sweep down on
yeah,
him.
come on, Trump. And then what happened at the Navy Yard? They was bringing the guns out in the Navy Yard now. Uh, photos of the firearm that they had. Goodness, switches, triggers. So I posted bring the National Guard, Navy, Marines, and 300.
He said
Okay.
300.
Yeah,
What's
and
300?
300.
Sparta.
You mean like from Sparta?
Yes.
Sparta.
So then, and after
Oh, they recovered this shit.
shots fired in Navy Yard.
Come on, y'all. Why do you like the Navy Yard so much? What's up
Apparently,
there?
20 teenagers dressed in all black were reported to have harassing civilians in the facility since approximately 8 o'clock. So someone said, when are the police going to start doing their job? I don't want to hear no one's mama talking about how good their kid was
The see,
was
again,
was in arts and crafts. See,
these
y'all
Bama's
y'all want to talk about programs. Hold on. Y'all want to talk about programs and shit. Someone else posted,
The goofy Tacoma Park
dang, who
activists.
put
These
that as a
teenagers have nothing to do. They are bored and the city provides nothing for them.
and this is how much they spent:
she?
'Violence
9.5
prevention,
rides,
She
youth violence prevention,
2 million.
5.1 million
And
on
we ain't talking
what
about
did the man
2019.
charities.
say? Project empowerment expansion,
So you guys,
4.6 million.
yeah. So some people were getting pissed off.
Project
How
empowerment.
much mental health money do you need
How
to knock these
much?
kids up the head? So then when Trump's coming, I don't want to
A
hear nobody
transitional
complaining.
employment program that provides job seekers.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, y'all had ample time, man, to get
Oh,
this
see,
shit
they
right.
playing games. Okay, let me ask you this: how many of those kids do you think smoke weed?
All of them.
Or how
Yep,
many of those kids do you think do any other kind of drug on top of that?
half.
So, project empowerment eligibility requirements are three: district resident, currently unemployed, and drug free and willing to take urinalysis drug tests throughout the program.
Well, that X's them out. They checked
But
the two
doesn't that X
boxes.
out a lot of people?
The entire crew.
For over 15 years, Project Empowerment has helped to reduce economic disparity in the district by serving thousands of individuals with multiple barriers to employment. The program's work readiness model is designed to provide nearly 700 unemployed district residents with opportunities to grow in education, training, and subsidized employment placements each year. Subsidized employment placements. That means that they're paying people to hire you.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
very broad in general. So that was what, 4 million? Put that thing back up.
Let me see.
Project Empowerment.
Oh
Tuh.
man, look at the trap of this. So in addition to those three eligibility requirements, right? You have to prove that you have a need for this intensive employment assistance. So you have to exhibit at least three of these traits. Get this: basic skills deficiency,
What?
lack of a secondary education credential, no
What?
high school diploma or GED, a documented history of substance abuse. So you supposed to be drug free, taking and being drug tested, but at the same time, you need to be a drug addict.
Yeah, I
Because
peeped that.
once an addict, you're always an addict. That's what the program says. And that's
This
what
junk
everybody in
smack.
recovery says.
This junk smack.
Homelessness, a history of job cycling, meaning not maintaining steady employment, and a conviction of a felony or previously incarcerated. So out of those 6, you need to have 3 of those.
So I gotta do something to
I
go.
just
I gotta
like,
get
I
that.
just like, I just like.
So I suspect that they're not really helping as many
Gilmo.
people as they claim to be because their requirements are
That,
contradictory,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's
a
what,
complete.
but
contraindicated
that's what the
even more.
DC Democrats, the liberals, that's what they want. They gotta be.
They wrote it. They probably wrote this shit. Like, don't do
Uh,
drugs, but do drugs in order to qualify.
that's
But you
why.
can't qualify.
That's why Trump's coming. That's why Trump's coming. And I forgot that it was an intern that got killed. Even the intern's mother,
I
uh,
told you over there on
he
7th
spoke
Street.
out. She was like, yeah, I agree. Trump needs to bring National Guard here. So what do you guys think that he's going to say when
Bowser ain't doing a damn job, so I'm coming in to clean it up.
he's going to shit on the mayor?
Yep.
She should be shit on.
Okay.
Shat on.
Indeed.
Past
You
tense of
had
shit. Chat.
All
you
right.
had too much
She should
time,
be shat
Bowser.
on.
Oh, but hey, listen. What else? Why? What else do you think he's going to say?
We're gonna make
I
DC
think
beautiful again. Yeah. And
We're gonna make
we
DC safe again.
yeah, and
instead
yeah.
instead of all Black Lives little street paint, he's going to be Trump.
I think they been
Yeah.
said they was gonna paint over that.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they
When
make
he
it
already
got
did, but
orange.
elected,
they're
I
gonna
think
put a
they said
mega
they was
Yeah,
down.
that
gonna paint
junk
over that.
gone.
All right. So do you but in my fear and down in my heart, I hope this is not going to be a uh crime Bill Clinton
There
thing.
you go.
When
Let's
Part
use
two.
and
2025
then when we
version.
look back in time, we'd be like, damn, everybody got locked up. Maybe we shouldn't have asked for all that. And then
For the kids.
the Democrats and Republicans going to say, this is what the people want. This is what y'all wanted this.
But
So
who is y'all? Because they changed the dynamics of the people
a lot of
whose
people want these
voices they
people
listen
locked
Yeah.
up.
to. But the
A lot.
kids haven't changed. The adults have changed. The
All right.
kids haven't changed. Meaning,
All right. Let's see what Ronald has to say. Ronald Moulton, co-founder of Don't Mute DC. He said, I try to talk to y'all.
On this stuff that we see, and we had people in denial saying that we didn't have a problem, even though I brought up the fact that some people had been released who had been locked up 8 times for carjacking. They were juveniles. Now I'm saying this to say that I don't believe that most juveniles should get locked up for long periods of time, but sometimes you got to save people from themselves, and that's all I was saying. And I brought up the fact that we had a program that worked where we were getting the most violent children in DC, and the ones who were released, they went into that program. And what we did was we made sure they went to school every morning. We made sure they made their curfew. We had them in programming. We took them out of town, but we held them accountable. And if they did not follow the rules, they ass went back in because we knew that we had to save their life. And we had to make sure the community was safe. And that's all I was trying to get through to people. But the most important thing I said, y'all, they're not just robbing us anymore. Our lives don't matter. Our lives don't matter. So them robbing us doesn't mean anything, but they're robbing the lives. They're robbing people in other places that have power and authority. And if it happens to them, it's going to mean something. And eventually, people are going to take control of our city. Now, this is facts. Everybody was there. I'm trying to find the footage. This is facts. And I talked about this, and nobody listened to me. You know, had a couple of meetings with people. Nobody listened.
All right.
okay, why do you think nobody listened? Do you think that it was really because they didn't believe him, even though he had the proof, or do you think it was something else?
I think people became stagnant, man. I think I mean when you check the voter totals, not too many people are participating. When it's time to make when it's time to make your voices heard, some of y'all not even going to the polls.
What that have to do with what I just said?
No, what I'm saying is the fact that it's stuff like that. Like when it's time to do something, ain't nobody doing anything. They're not making the community ain't doing nothing until little Johnny gets shot. And then everybody's out there, photograph, photograph, photograph. We need to stop this. And then everybody goes back home. No one's going the extra mile. Now we always talk resources. You have to push them resources out, not wait for them up top to send you money or some type of idea or activity. The resources is around you. You got, again, I relay it on sports because this is a sports area, football, basketball. You putting all these courts up, but you ain't putting them in them courts. I go to courts in PG County all the time, and they're empty. These kids ain't
I
doing
see
nothing.
intercourse. I don't. I
They
don't.
they using their cell phone, and and granted, creative as hell. These youngins can do it when it come to using this TikTok and IG. Well, do something creative with that instead of going to CVS and trashing the place.
Mm. Meeting up,
I don't
Meeting
trashing
know.
up
I
shit,
in
think. I
groups.
think.
terrorizing white people. I think that's what Ronald also mentioned on there.
Yeah.
He was saying how they're not just affecting then now they're
That are
affecting
part of
white
the government.
people, these
Yeah,
powerful people.
and now they
Hmm.
So
putting their foot down.
and even Trayon Martin, I said Trayon Martin, Trayon White,
I get you.
he
I did that.
said he agrees with
Actually, I didn't even catch it.
he agrees with some sort of federal aid, you know what I mean? But at the same time, Trump is saying he gonna cut security in the city by a lot.
Can't do that.
So what's gonna happen? So well, hey,
What does cut
Unless
security mean? The MPD defund. So basically, he's saying defund the police.
oh, is that the same thing?
here come that
Cut
contradiction
security.
again.
So let's take it to Maryland, where an elderly woman's purse was stolen as she and her husband visited a son's grave at Suitland Cemetery. You know that's where Chavis, not Chavez, had the.
Oh
Oh wait,
shit!
no. Wait.
I don't. Is
Is
it?
Is
it
he
at
connected
Suitland?
in some
Yeah,
way?
because it's called the Washington National Cemetery, but it's in Suitland. Yeah, I think it's only one cemetery in
Oh,
Suitland. Yeah. An elderly woman says she was targeted by thieves at a cemetery in PG County. She and her husband were there visiting their son's gravestone when the suspects went after her car. There's no good time or place to be robbed, but in a cemetery while mourning your child is easily one of the worst. The victim, only going by her first name, Hattie, went to Cedar Hill Cemetery. Okay, no, that's it. In Suitland on July 28th with her 80-year-old husband to mourn their late son on his birthday. They sang to him, left him flowers and balloons, but when they got back to their car, they were met with an awful sight. My windows were all broken up, she told Fox 5. Thieves shattered their minivan window and stole her purse. At the moment, I felt like I was just taken advantage of because I'm a senior, Hattie said. I'm 78, going on 79. He's 80, and we can't run. Hattie said the thieves got away with cash, credit cards, gift cards, her driver's license, Social Security, Medicare, AAA cards, and much more.
I hate y'all.
Ma'am, you're supposed to have some of this stuff in a folder at the
Yeah,
house.
she too old though. She
Well, when
don't
you're
know no better.
78, God,
Yeah, and then she got like appointments. They be asking her all them questions. She got the
yeah,
answers right there.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
She,
Is that
I
it?
feel
Okay.
you
that's
though.
gonna.
I feel
That's
you
gonna.
though.
That's
And
gonna.
that's why you don't carry all of those things together at once.
Yeah, true,
And
true.
when you're in the cemetery, you be walking. You got to know where your car is parked. Like you
How
can't walk
far
too
was
far.
the
Sometimes
grave
you might get
site?
lost. You might not remember where the grave site is.
I
So
don't even know what the
you gotta use
parking
your phone as you gotta
situation
use
is.
your car as a reference. So but shame on those. I didn't know there was a thing. So they follow people inside the cemetery
Yeah, from what I did a
and
little bit of research. They
yeah,
said they wait for them at the gate and they just pick and choose their victims.
And wait till they get to the gravesite because they know they're gonna be occupied.
you're
Yep,
already
and they
vulnerable. You would think
already you're not thinking
so
about nobody telling
so you
you.
got to lock your doors at a
Yeah,
funeral
yep.
cemetery
Hit that
too.
jump. You gotta hit the jump at the gravesite. Boop 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 boop.
I'm not
While
gonna
you
bury it.
crying.
You
I'm
While
think
you
she cites
crying.
what you? Do you think she cites what was in her purse a little bit for the story?
I don't know.
She
She
had gift
well, you
cards.
know,
She had
she is
cash
78.
She said
and
I
much
can't chase
more.
Granny
him.
What else more?
Granny be paid, man. Granny
And
be
much
having
more.
that bread. Granny be having that bread on her. She used to give you the 50s every now and then. You give her a kiss on the cheek.
My grandmother ain't never give me $50.
Man, I used
So
to cake up with the folks, man.
so she could have been going to her doctor's appointment after she went to go see her son. And
With
And
all
they
her
said
information.
they can't chase him. They couldn't chase the person, but you gonna shatter somebody's windows,
well, that's how you get
Man.
into a car. They normally that's what they do. They break the
burn them,
window.
Death.
Well, I'm
Death.
gonna say
burn
that this
them.
was an adult and not
Death to
teenagers
them.
because I
I
just
don't care
can't.
who it was. Death.
So, do you get
Search
death
and
for robbing
destroy.
from a senior citizen?
At a
What kind
cemetery
of what kind
while
of
grieving.
what kind of prison time does a person deserve for robbing a senior citizen at the gravesite of their son?
If I
By
can't kill him
by
off the
the
break,
age of the senior citizen. If he was
yeah,
77,
do
77 years.
77 years. Yeah, because if
Shut
I
up.
can't kill him, you got to do
Blood for
that time.
blood.
That's
Yeah,
too
you
long.
going to do that time, bro.
Blood for
I mean,
blood.
because
No, for real. How long?
it's premeditated. Like you sitting
How
at the
long?
front. I'm going with B. He's 78 years. Yeah.
Go
Really?
by the number.
If
Go
I
by the
For
can't
killing them
age.
kill him
first?
first, if I can't kill him first, then they got to do the time with the folks.
Um,
How old are you, ma'am? How old are you, sir? We taking the oldest one. You're 82? 82 years. Guilty.
So if the 82-year-old is married to a 59-year-old, you're gonna
add
go
them
with
up.
the
We
Add
we
them
82?
we
up.
we
We gonna add
gonna we
them
gonna
up.
find a median. We
You
gonna
gotta add
find a
them up.
median. Oh, we
Nah,
gonna do
nah. I mean,
50, 60.
ain't no meeting. We gonna add them up.
We said add them up. Oh,
77 plus 81.
yeah.
You do the
Plus
numbers.
some. You died.
That's
But they
what
didn't
the
steal
that's
Regular
what
her
the
purse.
marriage.
judge that's what the
They didn't
judge
steal
gonna
his
say to him.
wallet. They didn't steal his wallet.
You do the numbers. Boom.
They didn't steal his wallet. They stole his wife's wallet. They together.
Two
Yeah.
is one.
His money
Yeah,
is her money.
I know. But death to this Bama man. Oh, Bama ass going to hide. For real, from what I'm hearing, that's a thing. They sit out at the front gate and they pick their target and they follow them in, and once they leave, once they go to the gravesite, they do their thing. I heard it was a thing. And if it's a thing, death to all of you. Karma make karma come down as soon as you leave the grave sites. What do you call that? The cemetery. As soon as you leave the cemetery, may God do something with you.
Well, let's get
Yeah.
to man charged in connection with shooting death of the mother's boyfriend in Akakeet.
Oh,
This
baby
is
boy.
this is what baby boy should have went.
Oh, baby boy, where the baba was naked making cheese
Melvin.
grits.
I just saw a video of these two boys that jumped the guy who was convicted of murdering their mother.
Dang.
They had to tase him to get him off and put the handcuffs
Justice.
on him. Like,
They
y'all need to
said
let them
justice.
boys go.
Yeah, let them do what they do.
So in Akakeek, still in Maryland, a man was
Hmm.
charged in connection with the shooting death of his mother's boyfriend. Authorities charged Clarence Green Jr., 24 years old, with first-degree murder in the death of Gene Garrett Jr., 38 years old. Police said around midnight on Friday night, they went to the 16,000 block of Caribbean Way, just off of Route 210, that's Indian
Bumper
Head
club.
Highway, in
Yeah.
Akakeek, about a shooting that occurred. Upon arrival, they found Garrett with multiple gunshot wounds and was declared dead at the scene. Police investigators learned there was an ongoing dispute between Green and Garrett, which led to the shooting at the home in which they both live. Said it could only be one big dog in the house.
I think there's no any proof of domestic violence between the mother and the boyfriend, because it would have been in the article.
It was
But
it was him. It was him and it was him and the son. He was like, "You gotta kick this little boy out. He old now. He gotta be a man
oh,
now."
hold on. Let's see how old was the kid? The
What
guy?
if the what if
23.
the what if he was touching him?
Oh, 24.
Ooh. Oh, hey,
Nah,
hey.
I don't know about that.
Then you off him.
So
Pow.
he was 24. Yeah, he could have been on
Yeah.
some.
He
He could
said,
have been
"Get
on
him
some
out."
Jody shit. Got
Yeah,
a
it's time for him to
bicycle,
go.
got a bike in the house, a scooter in the house. Uh,
He the reason why I
he
ain't
got a baby
moving yet.
girl. Yeah, yeah. I think the mother wanted to kick him out.
Yeah, so they can do
Mama
they
wanted
can
to
do
have
the
some
do for
fun
real.
too.
Yeah, it can't be ranking. What a son home and shit. That's just
Did,
like
did,
disrespectful.
did anybody have any experience dealing with a mother's boyfriend or
Man,
Father's
my mom's
girlfriend stories.
boyfriends was pretty cool, man. I ain't have to deal with nobody.
My
Smack.
parents just celebrated 50 years of marriage.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
congratulations.
black love out this John. Black love out this
So
John.
you had to deal with cool. So you had to deal with what's up, little man?
Yeah,
Throw the
nah, you know
parch.
what? Yeah, yeah. Like he introduced me to wrestling and basketball. I gotta give Rogers props.
They still
Yeah.
together?
No.
Sorry.
They been gone.
How long did it last? And were you
Ah,
affected when he
shoot.
left?
Man, she kicked this Bama out. He couldn't get right. And I was like, man, I'm too old to be saving you, bro. I'm out, man.
He
I'm
didn't
in
have a
high school.
job.
I don't think so. He like became unemployed, but he was cool as a mug, man. He showed me how to cook. Um, dang, he showed me a lot of shit. He showed me a lot. Hey, props to Raj, man. I
Shout out
don't
to
know where
Raj.
he at.
Shout out to Raj.
I
I
don't know
hope he's
where he
still
at, but
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Did your
So
mom have another relationship after that?
yeah. Man, this is years ago, man. I was a kid. I don't even remember.
so I think this is the new generation of mothers with these they're younger, they're finer, they more selfish. So
Yeah,
then and Clarence
these
is 24.
I can only
But how you
imagine.
gonna name your son Clarence? He's that's like 2000 and you going 2000
You
name your
gotta
son
give him
Clarence?
props. You gotta give him props. He
That
will
must be
get
his
called for
father's
the
name.
interview.
Oh, Junior. Okay, okay, I see
He
why.
will get called
Where
for
the
the interview.
father? What happened to the father? Oh
They
shit!
Homeboy
broke
out
up.
and yeah, he gone. He making more kids.
Damn, Clarence Green was like, damn.
Mom might
Yeah.
have custody. A lot of times the mom gets custody. That doesn't necessarily mean that the dad's not in their life, but a
Mm,
lot of times the moms want primary custody of custodial, what do you call it? Physical custody.
hmm
She
I've
ain't got
never thought
custody
like
now.
that. My son has had 50% ebb and flow.
Oh,
Right.
A week
wait.
at a
Okay,
time,
wait,
2 weeks
wait,
at a
wait,
time, a
wait.
month at a time, whatever the
Mhm,
case may be.
mhm.
But it's
Um,
equal.
how many?
Jody.
Wait, are you? Is this if it's too much of our business? But how many men have you introduced your son to?
I don't look at it like as a big deal. Um well, I haven't had that many boyfriends, so I guess not that many. But to me, it's not a big deal because I haven't like been living with any other man. I don't live with men unless I marry them. So my son hasn't had that experience with anybody. What?
This Melvin, this Johnny. Go in the kitchen, say what's up to Steve.
Clarence.
Clan-
Clarence. His name is Clarence.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
shit.
man.
He's met the women that his dad dated until he got with this new baby mama. What's the difference?
Clarence, prison has your ass in custody now, so you ain't gotta worry about none of that.
All right, guys, it's DMV News. Make sure you leave a like in the comment. We're looking for sponsors. We're about to have an Ask O.
Ask O
Let's
letter
go.
comes from one of our viewers. Thank you for supporting and reaching out, Lauren Green. Hey, Ish Talk family. I need help to figure out if I'm asking too much. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 2 years, and although our relationship is going good, I have some concerns. Number one, we don't see each other as much as we would like because our work schedules are so hectic. But in the meantime, we do a lot of texts, but our texts aren't as exciting as they once were. We used to chat about our sexual encounters and how we couldn't wait to see each other again. He used to tell me how much he missed me and look forward to seeing me, but now our conversations are almost those of an old married couple. Now when we're together, everything is great. He's very caring and attentive to me, and of course sex is great, but I'm missing the old us. Already it sounds like she's missing the honeymoon period. Okay. Number two, he's a private person, so he's not into PDA, but I am. We don't have to make out like animals in the store, but I do want some kind of affection, hand holding and a kiss here and there, just something to show me that you want me again. I'm needing that excitement. And last but not least, number three, he doesn't say I love you unless I say it first. So it leaves me questioning, does he really love me? Or does he just say it because I do? I mean, he doesn't make me feel like he doesn't love me, but I just want and need to hear it. Do I tell him how I feel and risk losing a good thing? I just don't know what to do. Okay, Lauren. So we have three things you're concerned about. Um, the spark and excitement of the honeymoon stage from your relationship, PDA, and I love you. Well, for one, there's no risk in you sharing to somebody that you've been in a relationship with, especially for 2 years, about how you feel. So I'm wondering, why did you pose this question like this? Do I tell him how I feel and risk losing a good thing? Have you tried to talk to him about these things and it didn't go right or started an argument? I would be curious to know about that, because these are all telling things of how this relationship may not be perceived in the same view from both sides. Um, Everybody has honeymoon period issues. It is just about making the efforts. There's only so many text and sexting and words that somebody can do to get excited after you've already gotten used to each other. You already know each other now. So the texting is not going to be able to hold or replace your time. So you need to find, it's been 2 years. So you need to figure out how you can find more quality time. With more quality time, if he's not into PDA, have a conversation with him about the different types of things that he would be okay with, and see, does that work for you? Is that enough for you? And maybe even negotiate some things like, okay, I want my hand holding everywhere, but if we kiss, it'll be, when nobody's looking, or, you might be in a store and you want to kiss, and when the salesperson leaves out the room or something like that, versus having an audience. So it's about how much compromise are you willing to make, and then also how much compromise is he willing to make. So definitely have a conversation about it, especially if your love language is physical touch and the big I love you. Well, I would wonder, and I would ask, or ask you to consider how he grew up and what his family dynamics are like, his dynamics with his mother, and how did he grow up with the word I love you and how it's used. So some of that can be indicative of how he's using it with you. And I would also ask you, does he show you that he loves you? What to you would make you believe that someone loves you before you even consider him as an individual, but just period? What does it take for you to feel love? And then go and see, does he do those things? And if he does, then you don't have to question whether he really loves you. And it might be just a matter, once again, saying I love you and PDA, those two things are kind of linked together. So you definitely need to have a conversation. I'm not sure what type of person he is. He might be a little bit, seems like he's a little laid back. So I would manage the delivery in a non-accusatory way, and definitely have a conversation. And as far as the spark in that honeymoon period, you have to be creative, but you definitely need quality time. So that's my advice.
You hit it on the nail. Because you seem it seemed like when you said laid back, I that seemed like my characteristic. I'm very laid back, and I don't have a hard time with the I love you thing, but really doesn't come out. I try to show it more than I tell it. If this is the laid back cat, I would assume he is. Homegirl, take the risk and just communicate to him. Because if he is laid back as you exclaim, then he gonna take it in. And as far as PDA, I would say force it, but in a fun way. Like you want your hand held, grab his hand and see what he do. If he pull back, that's the leeway he has to give. If you want PDA, you deserve PDA. Y'all been together for so long. Grab her hand, homeboy.
I like that. I think that I think he's got too comfortable with her.
Right, yeah.
And I do believe men are we're not mind readers. You have to show us, you have to tell us what you want. And I think she should be the one to take the first, hold the hand when you guys are going for a walk or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He might like it. Certain men don't know how to show affection. Like when you're growing up, you might not have the example. And plus, you're 2 years in. Give it some time. You guys have to learn to be around each other. You know how to know each other love language and all that shit. And it's also about actions. If he's not showing you anything, it's time. Or he could be too comfortable.
That's where I'm going
And
at. I
or
think
it
that
could
is
be, or it
true.
could be your, don't get offended. It could be your appearance. Maybe you fell off. I don't know you.
Sure.
It could be your appearance, and you just be like, damn, I don't, I gotta take you outside.
Oh,
So
Okay.
leave
And
your
so
bonnet in the house, girl. Leave your
and
bonnet in
so
the
to
house.
sum it all up. So once again, I would definitely stress the quality time, because it's very clear that you are a person who wants physical touch and wants the quality time, because you said we don't see each other as much as we would like because our work schedules are so hectic. So I would say pull out your count, you're sitting on the couch, pull out your calendar and start marking off days that you set aside specifically for you. And I'm not going to say that you started slipping. I'm gonna leave that to be more. But what I will say is that um as a woman, you have so many different things that you can do to put a spark and get a man excited. So why don't you try a couple of things that you have not been doing? Look up something if you need advice, for instance, making the sex more spontaneous. So if there's a certain kind of routine that you
Ha.
always do where first you sit down, then you brush your teeth, and then you drink a water, and then but it's like this set thing, kind
Bust
of
that jump.
break your routine and just tear clothes off, or be sitting in the living room and he goes to the bathroom, when he comes out you're butt naked. Like, do things
Yeah.
that you have not done before to kind of spark up that. And so once you get that going, once you get the creative and the interest in sex going, men are more open to you critiquing and pointing out things that are going wrong when you have reignited the sex life. So I would
Yeah.
say start off with um doing extras and get creative. And the most
Word.
creative things are actually the most simple things. They love most men, they don't even trip off of lingerie. So you just started this thing where all of a sudden you started popping up naked, you know, throughout the
uh
weeks and the next
Bust
couple of
that jump.
couple of the
yeah.
months, from coming from one room to the next
Just
room.
don't do it
Because
just don't do it in front of the game. We ain't got time for that.
Oh shoot. Yeah, don't do
But
that.
I
Hey,
think
babe.
to add on to that,
no, no,
to
no.
add on to that,
Oh God.
I think it's all good. I think it's no fear here. Don't worry about it. It's not over. But it's all about you. Some men don't know how to show love. You have to show them. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's my big thing.
Tell them what you want.
Tell him what you
Show
want.
them what
Show
you
him,
want.
and then
Tell
Guide
him
them.
he'll
bust that jump.
yeah
But
bust it
Tell
up.
him
again,
bust that
they're
jump.
more open and receptive when you're having a happy, healthy sex life. Men
And
are
he
very
he
more
probably think
open.
it's all good.
That's it
Yeah.
also.
He
He
just
Yeah,
probably
need to
think
because
it's
a
all
lot of
bust.
good.
times people
They
will be
just
like,
need.
relationships take work and it's not always going to be this. And they kind of lean into that. And whatever your
Right.
jobs are, they
It's
might be
work.
very important to you both. And you feel like, those things are the most important, but you got to make time for the relationship. So you're going
Yes.
to have to take the lead because you're the one who has
Take
the
time off.
issues.
Take time off.
Yeah.
Work is not
Go
that
somewhere.
important. Work is not that important. Take some time. Because I've seen divorces happen because they work too much. Opposite schedule.
Dang.
All right.
Tucker. Tucker
Be
Barn.
All right.
spontaneous.
So thank you for writing in, Lauren, to ask. Oh, let us know in a couple months if you implemented our advice and how everything is going.
Good luck, home girl.
I'm Leslie Ola BC. That's Mr. Cool. And I just got on TikTok. So follow me on TikTok. It's Love Studios 2, LOV Studios. I'm changing my name right now so you can see it. So if you want to teach me how to use TikTok, Send me a message if you got a question for Ask O. Send me a message if you have an apartment building. Now we're trying to step it up and go on site. So if you got an apartment
Yes.
building that you want to review, if you have tenants who have issues that want to talk and show us real life examples and that we can come onto the property, send me a message. What else did they send me a message for? If you got stories or topics or areas that you think need to be covered within DMV News, send me a message. All right. Thanks for tuning in to
Wait,
Ishtar
goddamn, hold
TV.
on. Yeah, that cool.
Got all right, Mr. Cool. Yeah, everything that she said. IG, Mr. Cool. I ain't changing the name. TikTok, I think. Holla at me, goddamn it. YouTube, Explicit Intelligence.
And I'm Princess Zamunda. Stay black.
We from the bottom, come from nothing. Who say they say we know. They say you running plays, that's ish talk. You say you getting paid, that's ish talk.